Good evening.
What? Oh, you're that doctor.
I found the location of the explosion, Mr. Delaney. I placed a flower for you where it happened, just as you asked.
Really? That's so kind. I never thought someone would... Well, thank you, Doctor.
It's nothing, really. And I'm sorry for your loss.
What? No, I didn't know them. No car was supposed to park there that day. Stupid bastard, why did he park there?
You're the man who hid that bomb.
I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone.
I sense your guilt, Dyson. Why is that? Did you not think violence was an acceptable political tool?
I still believe our fight was just. We're killing an innocent couple who were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. No way.
Ja.
That bomb also killed you that day, don't you see? You just die a slower death, drink by drink.
I know. Maybe I deserve judgment. Until that day, I'll just be Dyson the drunk, not Dyson the murderer.
I want you to remember the bomb, Dyson. Tell me about it.
No. I don't want to remember it.
Why use a bomb? What were you trying to destroy?
The Dawson & Dawson ammunitions factory. A symbol of violence against the people. My group wanted to destroy it to send a message.
The victims. They were not the target then.
I spent so much time figuring out the perfect moment. I used a short fuse. No car had ever parked there. They all died.
No, Dyson, they didn't all die. I met a boy who survived the explosion.
I never heard of an injured boy.
Not a scratch on him. I suspect he wasn't in the car when it exploded.
In the car? You mean...
Yes, Dyson. You killed his parents.
Why tell me this?
I don't know. Perhaps one day you'll talk to him and tell him the truth.
Who is that boy? How can I find him?
That's easy. Most of the time, he's in the same place. The place you never want to go back to. Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Ja. So. Jetzt muss ich doch noch mal ganz kurz auf die Mission schauen. Entscheide, was du Edwina Cox sagen willst. Melde den Tod oder verberge die Wahrheit. Weiß nicht, was sinnvoll ist.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Doctor.
I managed to reach the mass grave in Southwark. It was not pleasant.
Spare me the details, Dr. Reid. All I want to know is what happened to those bastards who owed me money.
Wenn ich ihr sage, dass sie tot sind, denkt sie vielleicht, wir waren das.
I'm afraid they were nowhere to be found.
Bastards. Must have run away with the money they owed me. All right, I'll make another deal with their successors.
I'm not sure they'll have any successors. The place is abandoned by the living.
Maybe I'll send my boys there to loot the dead. Money is money, Doctor. By the way, here's a little something for your time and help.
I wish your boys good luck then. Tell me your feelings about Booth's belief in monsters, Edwina.
It makes him look weak in front of the boys, that's my feeling about it. But ghosts don't scare me.
You don't believe he really saw something then?
I don't care what he saw or not. All I know is that a real man keeps his fears to himself if he wants to be obeyed.
Goodbye, Miss.
Alles, was wir machen müssen, ist unsere Bandstufe erhöhen. Und dann werden wir sie aussüffeln. Haben wir eigentlich von dir schon alles? Weiß gar nicht.
You.
Ja, da haben wir tatsächlich schon alles.
I know you believe monsters are real, Booth.
They are. I know, I saw one, but no one believes me.
Tell me what you saw.
It was a few years ago. Clay Cox was still the boss then. He'd sent me to the shipyard to find out who was stealing tools and ropes at night.
Go on.
First, I thought it was an old lady with a limp. It looked frail and crooked. Then I saw it grab a bloody beam and lift it like it was a stick. I shouted. It looked straight at me.
Do you know what it was?
It was all eyes and long teeth, but I couldn't see its face. I shot at it when it moved towards me and I hit it. And then it jumped and vanished in the shadows.
You could have imagined all that. These docks can be so gloomy at night. With the fog and the wind and the boats creaking.
No, Doctor. That night I saw the fucking sewer dog for real. It's not a beast like the stories say. It's the ghost of an old woman. Bullets can't stop it. But no one believes me.
Are your friends mocking you?
Even Edwina told me once to never speak about it, but I know what I saw. And it wasn't human. Not human at all.
Goodbye.
Okay.
I've got no idea what she's thinking.
Hier können wir nicht rein, ne? Nee. Okay, mal ganz kurz gelunzt. Hier fehlen uns noch ein paar Leute. Da kommt noch. Hier fehlen uns halt. Bei ihm haben wir jetzt. Nee, da fehlt auch noch einer. Oh, ist das ätzend. Hier fehlt überall noch einer. Moment. Für ihn haben wir alles. Okay. Der latscht ja aber bloß immer hin und her, ne? Vielleicht sollten wir noch mal mit dem Bub reden. Wo war das nochmal? Weil ich weiß nicht, ob uns das was bringt. Ich meine, der... Was will denn der uns schon großartig noch erzählen, ne? Kann er nicht viel mehr. Hier ist sonst niemand. Tü. Quatsch trotzdem nochmal alle
Good
an.
evening.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Evening.
Evening, Mr.
So long, Rufus. Good evening.
Of course. I'm not sure the epidemic is what... What can I...
Goodbye.
Ja, gut.
It's locked.
It's locked. Okay. Entschuldige bitte. Ja. Ich würde denken, wir drehen einmal nach rechts. shit.
Another disgusting cause in it, don't you think? I don't think so. The wounds are clean. The freaking vampire did.
Ja, das ist 16.
But whatever did this carefully avoided the archers. We have found ourselves a bloody archer.
Das sind nur die zwei, ne? Ja, komm.
Seems like the guard of Reid on Sean Hampton's trail.
Alter, der hat Feuer. Was? Geht's noch? Geht's noch? Alter, was ist los mit dir? Alter, was? Was ist denn falsch mit dem? Warum hat denn der Feuer? Den kann ich auch nicht. Okay, wusch mal davon, bitte. Alter, was ist denn falsch mit dem? Sag mal. Ah! Alter, eingekreist. Das ist so mies. Oh. Mit dem Feuer, das ist ja richtig mies. Jetzt habe ich ihn mal erwischt. Sind das noch mehr? Noch mehr, noch mehr, noch mehr, noch mehr? Nee. Oh, Gott sei Dank. Alter.
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
Oh. Meine Herren. Das war jetzt unerwartet. Ich war wieder ein bisschen übermotiviert. Hier ist sonst nichts. Nix. So, nur? Hä? Ach, darüber muss ich jetzt. Na toll. Tolle Wurst. Da ist. Oh, da ist noch so ein Skull. Toll. Ich hab gar keinen Bock da drauf. Kann ich hier raus? Ja. Okay, der ist dahinter. Gut. Hä? Kann ich hier nicht durch? Nee, offensichtlich nicht. Kann ich da hochrutschen? Nee. Okay, ich müsste mal was snacken. Oh Mensch, Kinder, jetzt ist aber gut. Jungs, reißt euch doch mal zusammen jetzt hier.
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
Kann ich da hochhuschen? Nee. Warum kann ich nicht? Doch, kann ich. Können wir den ganzen nämlich, glaube ich, ein bisschen umgehen. Oh, da ist auch noch einer. Wir müssen wohin? Oh Gott. Ah, nach rechts. Wir sind hier komplett falsch. Mal wieder. Ein Rekrut. Hier ist sonst nichts, was wir aufmachen können. Das gibt's doch gar nicht. Da ist auch noch einer. Oh, fuck, ey. Wir müssen aber da hoch. Ich überlege gerade, wo es sinnvoller ist. 16. Den kann ich noch nicht sehen. Na, Bub. Der wirkt ziemlich einsam. Ja, da ist sein Kumpel. Stirb doch! So. Gut. Hätten wir das A? Hier die Handtasche noch mitgenommen. Wir müssen noch da. Und dann nach unten auf jeden Fall irgendwo hin. Ich glaube, das ist noch ein Stück. Alter. Umfeld der Notunterkunft. Status stabil. Aha. Der feine Herr.
Good evening.
Doctor!
Goodbye.
Ich kill hier übrigens die ganzen Vampire, du Trottel, weißt du? Mal gucken. Nee. Oh. Ich nehme das Geld mal, nicht dass es wegkommt. Okay.
What have we here? Lost your horse, Governor? Or are you just out of mind?
Sachkundiger Vampyr-Jäger, ne, das ist immer sehr schön. Moment. Klebe 5 Plakate in den Straßen East Ox an oder verbrenne alle Plakate. Kann ich nicht hier? Kinder? Wo ist denn das? Hä? Doof. Hier. Einmal anschauen, bitte. Kann ich die nicht hier verbrennen? Nö, offensichtlich nicht. Hä? Hier oder was? Ach, hier. Oh.
Good evening.
Doc,
Warum soll ich Ihnen das sagen?
I'm afraid
It cost me good money to print those posters. Such a pity people don't take the vampire menace seriously.
Did you really think the posters would be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Okay.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
Goodbye.
Danke, Mann. So. Wir lunzen mal hier rein. Nehmen hier natürlich jetzt wieder alles mit. Klauen den Kranken alles, was sie haben. Hier ist noch ein Mäuschen.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Okay.
May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Na, du bist ja... Oh, guck mal, die können wir essen.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
So, was ist denn dein Problem?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Of course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
What can you tell me about the...
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh, you want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
Was für eine dumme...
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reid.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
I'm looking for...
What is it you want?
Well, I'll leave...
Na,
You were
1100.
Well,
Die würde ich ehrlich gesagt am liebsten jetzt gleich snacken. Zeig mal, wo ist denn... Ach, Mann, jedes Mal. Ach, das ist da unten. Das verfolgen wir erstmal nicht. Wir verfolgen erstmal hier gar nichts mehr, sondern die Hauptmission. Und bei Gelegenheit...
it's locked, all right.
Ich will ja das hier öffnen. Bei erstbester Gelegenheit saufen wir die aus, ja, die Olle. mag die nicht. Die kann... Schauen, Hemden, da ist er. Um den kümmern wir uns gleich, nachdem wir hier alles gelootet haben. Was wir so sehen. Da hinten ist noch eine Kiste. Ja. Sie ist unbekannt.
This Seymour worries me. Perhaps Sean knows something about him.
Finde schon, ja. Das machen wir auf jeden Fall. Nachdem wir halt, wie gesagt, alles angeguckt haben. Alte Zeitung. Die Bombe explodierte kurz nach Tagesanbruch vor der Munitionsfabrik Dawson in Dawson, dem größten Arbeitgeber des Bezirks. 2 Menschen gestorben. Das ist ja das, was wir schon wussten. Lieber Gott, dies ist mein Gebet für meine geliebte Mutter Gertrude Paxton. Bitte beschütze den guten Mr. Hampton. Meine Schwester Giselle, bitte segne ihre Seele. Okay, Lottie. Ja, Fräulein.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr.
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks?
Oh.
Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
What can you tell
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reid.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No, I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
Außer ich. Okay. Auch Sie könnten was snacken.
Lottie, tell me about the death of your mother.
Giselle killed her. Plain and simple. She killed her with her daily whims, her laziness, and her complaints.
That's quite a statement. You can't kill someone because you're fickle.
Mother was very ill, but I forgave Giselle. What I couldn't stand was how she cried at her funeral like she was the one left alone.
Perhaps your sister is not as tough as you are.
I know that, and I don't blame her. It just makes me sad that my own sister is the person I understand the least.
Giselle is the only family you have left. Don't you think it's time you forgave her?
Sometimes words are harder to forgive than acts, Dr. Reid.
I'm looking...
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Lost your horse,
Fräulein.
You again.
Giselle, I know you sleep at Sean Hampton's shelter. What can you tell me about him?
He provided a roof for me and my sister. I am grateful, of course, but he gives me the creeps.
Why is that?
He's always sad, like he's about to cry. He's always asking us to get closer to God, to give ourselves to the Lord. Creepy.
Giselle, tell me about the death of your mother.
After our father died, Mother worked so hard she made herself sick. We spent all the money we had on useless drugs and doctors. It was hell.
Hell? What do you mean?
The three of us were exhausted and desperate. And when I'm desperate, I tend to get angry. And I'm hard to live with. Lottie said I killed Mother.
You should talk to your sister. Whatever happened when your mother died, the truth lies somewhere between your two versions.
I don't want to talk about that. It was years ago. We Paxton sisters are tough. We don't apologize.
Okay.
Well,
Was ich gerade, ich war gerade ganz abgelenkt. Ich dachte schon, die haben hier ein Kreuzworträtsel hängen, aber das ist gar kein Kreuzworträtsel. Hihi. Gut. Ich würde ja gern erst noch mal einen kurzen Cut machen, persönlich gesehen. Da ist er. Wir gehen da gleich hin. Da können wir noch was aufmachen. Hier war auch noch was. Protein. Hier ist sonst nichts. Da sind wir lang gelaufen. Da ist nochmal Cash. Ich fühle mich relativ sicher, muss ich euch gestehen. Ich weiß gar nicht warum. Ich glaube, das ist ein fataler Fehler. Die quatschen einfach nur so. Ja, finde schon. Das machen wir gleich. Das sieht so sehr nach Kampf aus. Wuhu. Einmal alles ausgeräumt. So. Hier ist sonst nichts, ne? Das kann man aufmachen. Okay. Gut. So, schon. Wir quatschen ihn gleich an. Oh Gott, Gott, vergib mir, was ich nun beichte. Da ist es vielleicht der frustrierendste Fall, mit dem ich seit der Eröffnung meiner Notunterkunft im East End hier zu tun hatte. Schon seit Jahren versuche ich zu verstehen, was mich an diesem Mann irritiert, und ich glaube, ich habe vor kurzem einen Grund herausgefunden. Dyson hat aufgegeben, und zwar vollkommen. Ja, ich lasse euch kurz stehen. Damit haben wir, glaube ich... Ja. Sehr gut. Das heißt, wir können ihn dann als nächstes snacken. Da ist nix. Hier noch was. Hier noch was. Wie das war aus Versehen in ihn reinrennen jetzt, ne? Hier können wir nicht ran. Da geh du mal. Ach, hier hängt ein Kreuzerkreuzer. Jo. Freund Blase.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Oh. Oh.
it looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Okay.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Scal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain?
Nee, also zügeln tue ich mich nicht.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Tatsächlich bin ich beeindruckt.
I have to see for myself. But your sense of purpose and calm gives me some relief.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Okay. Üble Nachrede. Erkunde die Kanalisation. Das machen wir gleich. Ich mache einen ganz kurzen Cut. Kleinen Moment. Oder bis zur nächsten Folge. Je nachdem. Ich weiß es nicht. Ciao.